It's having some pretty decent navigation issues for sure.
Hey guys, Crazypostman here. Well, I didn't really film an intro to this video because I wasn't trying to film a video. I was just gonna mow my yard, but then Tara started acting all crazy, so I started recording it. So we're just gonna kind of jump in here to the middle of this action.
Kind of swerving to the right.
Now, how it all started was I told it to start mowing, and instead of going straight north and south, it started going diagonal.
Like it wants to go straight north, but then something's stopping it. So it's almost going straight north right now. Oh, it stopped.
And then it would just start spinning randomly in the yard for no reason, like it was lost. And it just continued this for the next, 2 hours.
It seems to be completely confused on where it's going. Oh, now it's going diagonal the other way.
Here coming up, I have a time-lapse video that's going to even make this crazy driving more apparent.
All it's supposed to be doing right now is just going straight back and forth. That's how it's set up to mow, and that's what it's supposed to be doing, but it's not doing that. It keeps stopping and turning around like there is an obstacle, but the yard is wide open. The only obstacle is this guy over here chasing bugs in the grass. It's just stuck. It isn't going, it isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing for sure. It's just spinning around and around. He thinks he's going straight north and south, and he's not. See, he hit that building, and look, now he's, okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, see, now he's corrected himself, and he's going straight. His last swipe went diagonal across the yard and ended up to the left of Yuka over there, when he should have been hitting about where the air conditioner is. See, now he's on the right path. He just did another diagonal route across the whole diagonal of the yard here instead of a straight north and south strip. See, now he's going diagonal again. What are you doing, Terramow? See, I just took a screenshot. It came diagonal across again, but there right at the end, it turned to the right and made itself straight. No. What are you gonna do? It's still going diagonal, but not at an extreme of an angle as it was earlier. Poor little Tara here is having some troubles navigating. It seems to be mowing the same places over and over quite a bit. And you can see, so now it just turned to go straight south, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. It has a conflict between what it knows is the right direction and then the direction that it's been cutting already. I don't know, that's what it seems like. But now it's going exactly north and south. And you can see that it doesn't want to do that, even though that's the right thing to do. It keeps trying to turn to the left. See, there it went. Now it's angling off to the left. Oh, now it's swerving back to the right. Now it's even more right. Let me take a screenshot of what the app looks like right now.
So here's a screenshot of the app. You can see there are some gaps in the lines, but they are all perfectly north and south. It does not seem to think that it's done any diagonal lines across the whole yard, but it has. Most of those are actually diagonal.
Meanwhile, I got the Yuka here in the front yard, and it's going exactly where it's supposed to go. and much quicker. Have it doing a double cut. It's already done the east-west lines, and now it's working on the north-south lines. And I started this about 20 minutes after I started Terra in the backyard, so it's covering much more ground much quicker. Here's a time-lapse shot of Terramow just going over the same locations over and over, and also just doing tons of like circles. It'll just sit and spin in a spot for a minute or two and then drive a little bit, turn the other way. It's just, it doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to do. Instead of just going north and south, it's doing all kinds of craziness here in the yard. Do y'all think these shadows are affecting it? So Yuka here is on the last lap of the border pass, and it has been mowing for 37 minutes on a double cut, and it has finished this front yard area. I bet when I drive it around back to the backyard, Yuka is still pretty much going over the same place it has been. It's just been doing lots of spins. So we got Yuka back here in the backyard going back to its charger, and guess what? Terramow is still here in the middle of the yard going over the same areas that it's been going over for 40, 50, 60 minutes now. It's literally just going over and over and over the same areas. I am not sure what's going on with this little guy today. I did update a new firmware this morning, so I don't know if the new firmware has just got it all out of whack or what, but I've never seen it behave this way. Of course, I don't normally sit out here and watch it, so maybe it does this every time, but it is just, it's in the same spot it was 50 minutes ago. And it keeps stopping and turning around and around and around. Now where's it going? It is just very unsure of its path for some reason. Now it's diagonal off to the side. Oh, now it's curving back around. It's just meandering. That's how I would describe this behavior. Meandering. So I just came out to check on it. We're 81 minutes in, and it is still mowing the same places, it seems. I just took a screenshot so we can compare this screenshot with the last screenshots. It is just not doing good today, and I just don't understand what happened. It must have been just a bad firmware update, got the little guy confused. But he's been in that turnaround spot right where it's at many, many, many times. It's just gonna drive across the yard in the same places that it's been probably 10s and 20s of times before. Just the exact same path across the yard. And it stops and turns and it's confused, looks around, it just doesn't know what's going on. See, now it's going sideways. Like, what are you doing, little Terra? Come on. I want to like you, but when you do silly stuff like this, it makes me wonder. Yep, it has traveled this exact same path many times. Well, we're about 130 minutes into the mowing session now, and it's still here in the middle of the yard. It really just seems to be going back and forth in the middle of the yard. And it's just still doing its turning around at weird times. What are you doing? Well, here we are. I just took an updated screenshot so you can see where we are. It was 16% when I took the screenshot, so it's just about to go home and charge. All right, so the Terramow has made it back to charge automatically, and you can see here on the screenshot what it was able to accomplish in this mowing session. Now, The yard doesn't look bad. It's not like driving back and forth in the same places, like wore out the grass or anything. And I don't see any places that it's missed, but the grass wasn't long to begin with because it's mostly dormant because of the climate here. It's very hot and dry, so what little watering I'm allowed to do, it just is not enough to keep the grass green this time of year. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I wasn't planning on making a video today, but this anomaly started happening and I thought I would share it with everybody as kind of an update on Terramow. If I hear anything back from the manufacturer, I'll be sure to put it in a comment here on this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.
I'm just going to let the full unedited time-lapse play out here at the end. This is 2 hours of video compressed into 4 minutes of video. So the angle it's supposed to be on is, if you see the charging station right there by the air conditioner, it's supposed to just come out of that and go straight to the back fence. Now both the fence line that you can see at the top of the screen and the cement at the bottom of the screen are on the same angle. So that's the direction it's supposed to be going, just back and forth. But it's just stopping and spinning and doing all kinds of weird things. Now it sure looks like to me that these shadows are affecting the vision. So that's going to need to be addressed with a software update for sure, because these things can't work at night. And if it can't work during the daytime with shadows either, that's kind of a problem. So I'm going to leave this thing going here so you can see all the craziness it does. I'm going to put a little music on in the background. So y'all enjoy this time lapse, and I will see y'all in the next one.